Hey, how's it going everyone? Outlaw Client here, back again this week with another episode of Fisticuffs Friday, which is probably exactly what you guys have been hearing for the last few weeks. I'm actually back this week with some Halo 4 footage for a bit of shooting on the side, which I'm sure you guys will be well, glad to hear. Okay, maybe not glad to hear my voice again, but the reason why I wasn't able to put any of my Halo 4 gameplay up was mostly because I didn't actually pre-record any footage. I mean, with Injustice and a bit of Tekken to an extent, I actually recorded it so that I'd be able to, post some footage of it while I was away. But again, like I said, since I had no Halo 4 footage, I couldn't exactly edit something with no Halo 4 footage. Yeah, that would completely defeat the point. But anyway, I am back again this week, and I will be posting some more gameplay footage next week as well. Now, I just want to quickly say that the match that I had today was on, I believe it was some big team Infinity Slayer on Complex, on the map Complex, and I know my shooting might be a bit wonky. The Halo 4 rust is real, let's be honest, but not only the Halo 4 rust, which has travelled over from Injustice, but I also changed the sensitivity. I believe I changed it to 8, whereas I usually have it on around 5 or 6, but I was testing it out in the match before, and I don't know why I decided to leave it on, or maybe I forgot, I really can't remember, but I ended up leaving the sensitivity 8 to 8, so again, my shots might be a bit wonky. But anyway, on to actually what I want to talk about today. And I wanted to continue discussing about Halo the Master Chief Collection, something which I was discussing in the previous video, which was, God, Jesus, yeah, it was what, about 2 years ago now, but no, I wanted to talk a bit more about it since so much information has been released over the last month or so. And of course I mentioned last time that the iconic Halo 2 map known as Zanzibar was revealed to be completely remastered, which was a really nice feature, alongside the map Lockout as well, which had a really nice features. It was just the the attention to detail. It showed the snow on there, like stuff that pretty much wasn't present in the previous iteration of Lockout, but again, it just looked really nice. The attention to detail is crazy, and it's just something that I'm really looking forward to trying out. But back to Halo 2 Zanzibar, they also showed off a new vehicle. Now, the thing is that Halo 2 multiplayer was available in a few gaming events as a demo for people to try out the multiplayer, and in one of these demos I noticed that there was footage of a mongoose, and strangely enough, the mongoose, well, first of all, the mongoose wasn't in Halo 2 full stop, but the funny thing is that it also included machine guns as well. Like, yeah, that's right guys, the mongoose had machine guns. Now, before you could only like drift a bit and pull the horn. Of course, yeah, you can't exactly pull the horn, you can't horn the enemy to death, but of course you can get a splatter. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the mongoose now has added machine guns and is dubbed the gungoose. Now, I actually did a bit of research on this, and it was originally intended to be in Halo 2, but due to like time constraints and they couldn't quite work out exactly where they wanted to put it, they just didn't think it worked properly. I believe they were saying something along the lines of how it flipped over quite easily, but all in all, it got cut from Halo 2 and it never saw the light of day again. Of course, the mongoose itself returned in Halo 3, but the whole gungoose concept never saw the light of day. But again, it looks really fun. I mean, now you might actually have a chance if you come up against a ghost or something like that, or maybe if you just want to use it against your teammates. I'm not encouraging betrayal, guys. I'm just saying. But anyway, there's also a bit of gameplay footage on the map Delta Halo, or the campaign map known as Delta Halo, and really nice overhaul there. You can see the graphical details, just much like the other stages, but you see other certain things such as the change in like sniper rifle sounds that it makes, and again, it just sounds a lot more satisfying than the original Halo 2. I mean, it was quite satisfying in Halo 2, but again, just the overhaul of it is just that much more satisfying, seriously. But again, as we watch the guy mercilessly take out jackals, it just really shows off the graphical finesse. It just looks really good, and I know I can't even speak properly now because I just like the graphics so much. But anyway, enough about Halo 2. I actually wanted to talk a bit more about Halos 3 and 4. I mean, I know most of the time I've just been talking about Halo 2, which I'm pretty sure the majority of people will be drawn to Halo 2, mostly because it's the only one that's received like a complete overhaul. It's been completely remastered. But Halo 3 and 4 also had a few changes. I mean, again, not being completely remastered, but the developer did state that it was primarily like technical changes. So the changes that they made to Halo 3 and 4 is just that it runs 60 frames 1080p at 60 frames per second, which again, it's not a huge change, but I mean the game is gonna be so smooth now. It's gonna be so smooth you can spread it over your bread. It's just so smooth. Anyway, and alongside other things such as the light improvements in weapon design, probably along the lines of like battle like damage onto the assault rifle and so on, you know, just little like small details that they didn't really bring out much in Halo 2. But again, really looking forward to it. I mean, it does seem like I just bought Halo 4 the other day, but I mean, all the Halos are included in one. That is a good value for money, at least the way I see it. But anyway, so what do you guys think? Like, that's a real question. Do you guys think that Halo 2, like the Anniversary Edition, is sorry, not Anniversary Edition, but I mean the Master Chief Collection as a whole, do you think it's really like a selling point for the Xbox One? Would you go out and buy an Xbox One just for that single game? I mean, I know it's more of a remastering. I know a lot of people will probably be thinking, oh well, it's, you know, it's all games that I've played before. Like, seriously, why would I want that? But again, to me, I just think that Halo 2 as a whole, like, it's really important. Like, Halo 2 itself is really important. I mean, Halo 1 was really important because it just showed how well first-person shooters can work on consoles. I mean, it saved the Xbox pretty much, and it had a really amazing story. The multiplayer was unrivaled at the time. Well, in terms of console games, of course, like I've said before, you had PC games like Quake and stuff, but on the consoles, on games consoles, it just really wasn't heard of. But anyway, and also Halo 2, which I think is probably the single most important game in terms of, you know, really widening the audience of Xbox Live, or just making Xbox Live big in general. I mean, I can't remember a time that I used Xbox Live before Halo 2, and maybe there were some people using it, but again, it just wasn't on the scale as it was after Halo 2 was released. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth it? Me personally, I'd love to, you know, I'd buy the game just for Halo 2, but the fact that it's coming with all of these different games connected, well, all of these different games in one, you know, Halo 1 through to 4, alongside, when I said connected, I meant like, there's a special options mode where it shows like different achievements and stuff over the whole of the games, and I believe there were certain features that allowed you to interlink some of the games, like different features of the game. And oh god, look at this part. This is me. I got way too close to that shotgun user. Like, seriously, I swear I was further away. But anyway, I just didn't think that was going to kill straight away. But like I was saying again with Halo 2, question to you guys: do you really think it's that important? I mean, it might not bring anything new, but it is a HD update to a game that really got online consoles or online first-person shooters going. But yeah. So anyway, again, back on the topic of Halo 2. I mean, much like Halo Anniversary Edition, like the original one, you can switch between viewpoints, like I was saying in the previous one, which is a really nice feature. You can really see how they made such improvements. Like, I believe one person was saying, or one interview that I was watching with a person stated that in the first level of Halo 2, like, there was one particular section where you're in space, you look out and you see, like, it's just a small sprite in the background. It's not even a, you know, full model or anything. It's just a small sprite in the background. Whereas when he changed it to the modern version, you notice that it was like a huge explosion. The actual ship that was being destroyed had a full-on, you know, full model, a full-scaled model, and it was just amazing. It just looks amazing so far, the differences. But again, like I was saying, it just, you know, depends what you think of it. It depends on your opinion, I guess. But anyway, so enough about Halo 2. A bit more about this game. I mean, it wasn't going amazingly, as you can see. Oh, and I just get assassinated there. But I did start to get a bit more used to the controls. But like I was saying before, I ended up increasing the sensitivity to around, I believe it was 8 at the time. It was either like 7 or 8 or something along the lines of that. But it wasn't good for the sniper rifle. But as you saw, I'm starting to get a few more kills as I go along. And as we see, we're getting very close to the end of the match. And we managed to secure that victory. Of course, I didn't exactly carry the team to victory, but it was a victory nonetheless, and I'm happy about that. Now I just got to throw those grenades. And oh, great, I can't even suicide. It won't even let me suicide. Great. Just great. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed watching this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And again, I don't mind giving a shout out to certain channels, so if you do want a shout out, like I always say, just leave a comment in the description. Well, sorry, no, you can't comment in the description, no, forget that I said that, but leave a comment below just stating what you thought of the video, whether you think it needs any improvements, alongside leaving a like and subscribing. But again, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next week. Peace out.